So I got this very interesting question from my previous video, why they are still keen on spending 70% on reach and why they care about frequency, right? So it's basically three things. Number one is it depends on their brand. Number two is it depends on the audience that they're targeting. Number three is basically they are plain stupid, right? So let's talk about number one. Number one is your brand. If your brand is a mass market brand, or is it if it's like an essential brand, for example, a Matchbox, yeah, go ahead and do awareness because it's anyway something people will buy because it's an essential product. But if your product is a niche, or else if your product is something that people don't necessarily need to live their life with, then obviously you need to do your audience targeting right. So, which brings us to point number two. Point number two is your audience. So, if your audience targeting needs to be right to get your audience the 70% captured, then awareness campaigns is not the right thing for you because you are going to hit everywhere all the time, even traffic campaigns, because it's basically like an Eskimo coming into an ice cream company. Even though you are refining your audience, they are not people who will engage with your brand. They won't even like a post that you put out, and they won't even care about your brand. So that brings us to point number three. You're just plain stupid. I could think of many brands who are just bombarding people with ads, making the frequency higher. That makes people go away from the brand really because they are so sick of seeing ads all the time, right? So, in terms of frequency, if you increase the frequency too much, people get fed up of the brand as well. And it's not always you just put them, bombard them with the ads. No, that is not going to work in 2025. Frequency is good. You need to have a good frequency. In my recommendation, it's 3 times or 4 times the most a single person should see the ad. So, my final verdict is that if your brand is not an essential brand, yeah, don't be stupid. Marketing is an evolving field. You guys know that the same thing that you did yesterday might not be relevant for today. So basically, if you're in marketing, you can't stick to norms. Try something different. If your brand is not an essential brand, then sticking to awareness or sticking to traffic might not be the best option for you. Because, like I said, reach definitely does come from not just awareness, not just traffic, it comes from engagement, it comes from sales campaigns as well. So you're hitting two targets with one stone.